Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm also live right now for you YouTube people out there. So if you panic because I randomly talk to my chat, it's my Twitch chat, not just me randomly answering questions. It's not the in-game chat, it is Twitch chat, which is not currently showing on my screen, as I do not like it there permanently. So this match here we have Eclipse versus Synthesis on Fractal Descent. So each team has a monument, or two monuments, one on each side, just the end stone. This other stuff is just extra. And a core you destroy. So say on blue team, which is Synthesis, sorry, would be trying to destroy the monuments on Eclipse's side. While Eclipse is defending them, they'll also be trying to leak lava out of this core. While Eclipse is doing the same back. Over here on the scoreboard, you can see each monument, left, right, and core. This is the monuments that Eclipse is trying to get. And these are the monuments Synthesis is trying to get. So it shows offensive progress instead of how much of their monument is back on their side. So yeah. There's also diamond stores on this one. There is TNT hidden under these. Often we see teams water these diamond stores, but they're still blown up quite often because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of them on each side, so it's a lot of water to water. So at least one cannon make it off before that, or at least in my experience. There's also iron over here because the diamonds are limited. Only those diamonds on front lines are the diamonds available. There's backline iron over here, and there's also iron in this tower. Also, reserves. Though both iron and diamond could be fully used up. You never know. So, just say hi. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say about this map. In my previous experience, I haven't seen very many cores leaked, but quite a few monuments broken. Most of the time, if it goes full length, both monuments will be broken, and no core touched. Need to change my title. Thank you for always reminding me, people. Yeah, I had to change my Twitch channel, sorry, but as I was saying, I've seen quite a few stalemates, goes to the tiebreaker, boom. No sort of tying in boom either. Boom is very designed to not tie, as it's the tiebreaker. I'm turning obs off so I don't see all the refs, because you know who likes the refs. I'm sorry. Refs, you're amazing. You make this entire thing work. Don't think I hate you. Let's see what else. I'm just gonna ramble on about this match. So, maybe I won't ramble on because I have nothing to say. Hold on, let me think. I have nothing to talk about. Well, often on this map, we do see a lot of sky bridges. That's generally the main method, as these objectives are quite close together. Central sky bridge or sky bridge either side can easily be expanded to drop down on. Also, many times almost all the time, these monuments are watered, so TNT cannons cannot fire and hit them, which means they're also easy to drop down into. Same with the core. Stuff like that I'm looking out for. Not much else though. Can't think of anything else to do or to talk about until the match starts. So I think we're just waiting on Synthesis being ready. They are down one player, but that's probably why they are, because they are not. They're just gonna play down one player. That's a major disadvantage for them. The extra player makes a massive difference, because I don't know, but there would always be one extra player that they would have to be lurking out for. So either Eclipse could one up Frontlines, or Synthesis, or they could one up Defense, making their defense very overpowered compared to Synthesis. Synthesis's lack of offense, most likely. Match starting, as you can see. Let's look at Synthesis over here. I'll just actually fly over the front lines. So early on we have Skybridge made by Traplord. From quite far back. It's actually the time I played with Eclipse on this. They did make a Skybridge in the exact same spot. Because I used to play for Eclipse in Brick Core, I think. Same spot for the Skybridge. Eclipse, stop being so predictable with your strategies. Very little watering on this side. Well, we're just starting to see some watering. However, watering all monuments. Netherrack Skybridge is... I still don't know why. Ooh! Tony got a touch on the right monument. Let's see what's that all about. It's Lucky Cannon Fire, I think. Oh, it's just completely exposed underneath here. That's bad. Yeah, that's very, very bad for Eclipse. Got 6 out of the 16 so far, but very little to counter such a dangerous cannon. We'll get back on that later. But as I was saying, Netherrack is harder to see in the sky, because it's all dark, so it blends in more. I think that may be one advantage of why I have it up here. I'll ask Kivlik about it later. Some iron is being taken out. Not much. Check back in on that cannon. That cannon did get to where it looks like the guy was either blown up or shot. But they now have 44% of the monument. Even though they are down one player, they are ahead. Was that some sort of... I don't know. Eclipse is blowing up this area. This is a major... This is one of the largest cannon battles I've seen. Most of the time, most of the matches I've seen so far have been very, very Skybridge or bow or PvP or defense heavy. This is the first match I've seen against 2 cannon heavy teams. And I hope to see good stuff here. Yeah, I was just cleaning up this fence. And skirmish between Tony TM and that business. Dragon Stomper 64. Looks like Dragon Stomper did win, however his cannon has exploded. Ooh, Icarus Bear. Listen, he got some on the left monument. Eclipse is not doing very well so far. I was expecting a lot better, especially since they have they're one man up. Cyclone's damage is right for Eclipse. Let's see. One person saw him. Was not able to kill, however. So he he may get this. Let's see, one piece. He does not get the last piece. However, he gets a lot. Just one, yeah, one piece left right here. Not that hard to get either. Over on Eclipse's side, we have, who's this? We have JC Numbers, Defense, creating the great and powerful square case. It's an amazing strategy. Also an original Eclipse strategy, I'm pretty sure. There's some air pockets, however, it's very unlikely for this to actually have any effect. Synthesis is winning with 2 touches over Eclipse's 1. However, Eclipse is very... Eclipse is now ahead with 1 completion. Cyclone's digging in. I think they know where he is, though, since he used the wrong color of item to block himself. Just kind of embarrassing. It's not a very optimal method to use that. Looks like he may be going for some sort of core touch. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think he has the right... Actually, he might have had a diamond pick, but this early on, if he did get some sort of block off of that, he probably would have been able to make it since there's not very much water. I'm just getting really tired. Is this Mustache? It's Mustache Man firing his cannon. Except go boom, that did nothing. Mustache, fix your cannon. Eclipse trying to... Oh, this sky bridge is not being expanded. It's more of a sky tower. I just think that Eclipse did not really want to play the sky bridge. Well, they are expanding now, but Eclipse's game is not really sky bridge based. So I think they're just trying to play a more defensive sky bridge strategy. They do need to connect or get closer to get better shots protecting it, which is I think what they were trying to do, but they're not being very aggressive on it. Also, another sign that they're not going to be very aggressive is that they have 1 cannon supplies and 2 diamond armor. Carlitos gets a touch on right monument for synthesis. Let's see. Wearing diamond, he may lose this. Let's see if he can get any more touches on this. He is not. He got 1 piece. I think. Yeah. Because before it was Cyclone's damage left monument for Eclipse. Cyclones has been and once again is being an amazing effect for Eclipse. Does die, however, but does have that secondary touch, getting a quarter of Synthesis's left monument. Mustache Man trying to capture this cannon. Let's see, he was not successful. He needs a short fuse. However, they are not able to counter his cannon back. Well, let's see, that does not do it. There's that front line's coming. Let's see. Dragon Stomper still trying. Not successful. Mustache bandage post. Looks like this is trying to get part of that Icarus that's been used many times. Let's see. Cyclone's got another piece. Got a bit more, another one. Now 9 out of 16 pieces, 50%. Let's see. I think Cyclone should. Yeah. He just stopped it from blowing up. He should have activated the charge first and tried to blow that cannon up. Failed though. Dragon Cannon Stopper. Ooh, he does get that part of the cannon. Trying to protect this Icarus over here. Let's see. I predict that Cyclones maybe was using it before to hop over. And we are about to see Gold Core. Eclipse is like, Eclipse is watering. Very solid. I see no air, no non-source blocks. Well, flying into us, but not around the bottom of the core. No air. However, Synthesis is struggling. They have what, one source block? If Eclipse can put pressure on this defender here, they could probably stop him from adding very many new water sources, and then as soon as gold hits, get first off touches, and then once it's dewatered, the water can come from all over the place. And exactly as I spoke of before, I see a cannon firing on this. A little more fuse would be good. Let's see, will he get any more? Ugh. They should get like a cannon in the center here. Either one's on both sides. Like, oh, maybe a whip cannon would also work. I'm not sure exactly. But they need, if Eclipse wants to get this core, they're gonna need some sort of water tray. Or stop the water tray. Right about now. Some sort of first attempt, I assume, but it looks like, or he's on the sky. Cheap or jump down. I'm gonna check on this Icarus. It seems to have blown up. Never mind. There's some sort of funky multi-layered sky bridge for like sending down here if you don't want to get shot, maybe, and then up here if you're looking for battle. Very interesting, or maybe it was just by chance this happened. However, it does look like it's a strategy to have someone build out here and then build part out there, yeah. Very interesting. Eclipse is still sitting in their sky tower, putting pressure. Too bad they don't have me to do their bowmen anymore. No spread cannons on this map. They're not very effective. They don't go to the right. But I guess you've got a powerful spread, like here-ish, a double layer charge. You could wreck this entire backline area. Very interesting. I don't know if anyone's done this. We have 2 synthesis over on Eclipse's side. 2 iron versus 2 diamond. I don't think they're gonna get any touches here. One's out, and I'm pretty sure the other one was slain earlier. Oh, Cyclone's got a piece of the core for Eclipse. Nice. Let's see, does anyone see him? Yeah, someone saw him. I think he was trying to actually leak it here. Is he in here? Oh, he fell out of the world. Looks like he got quite close to attempting a leak. Let's see what far is that. I think he just tried to wall himself in and then never actually got it. However, the touch does get... Oh! Ooh, it is dewatered. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the leak. This is one of the first leaks I've seen. Look. Drop. I don't know where he came from. I was even watching. Luke was knocked out of the world. I don't think they're going to be able to protect this leak, though. They're trying as hard as they can to block all this lava out. It's like, yeah, barely missile. I guess this is another too. Eclipse has right monument and a core for their objectives. Since the synthesis only touches. The fact that Eclipse has one more member, I think, is really giving them this advantage. This is one of the most disastrous leaks I've seen. It just looks so dramatic because it's not like it's coming out the side. It's actually like an open top flowing out where you can see the top. It's kind of cool looking. So Eclipse just needs to get another 7 blocks to finish off. Wrong one here. To finish off synthesis over at this monument. Monuments are generally easier to get, especially with 45 minutes. I think that Eclipse will be able to finish off that monument. However, if synthesis is able to make a comeback, that may put a stump in Eclipse's momentum. 45 minutes. Eclipse is continuing with their Sky Tower. It's doing very well, putting massive pressure. And when the Sky Tower is finished, or their Sky Bridge is finished, I imagine that Eclipse will put pressure to take it. Or even now, they're putting Sky Bridge pressure back. So they're waiting for synthesis to get the starting pressure, and then getting some later. Alright, someone dropped down. Let's see who this is. This is Carlitos. No touches. But I haven't expected Quiblington. Yeah, he generally does very odd role. Mainly as a cannoneer, front lines, but also bow pressure. Now he's putting bow pressure. Bow pressure. Sorry. Modifying his cannon here. It looks like he mans his entire line of cannons, and no one seems to be able to counter him. He's that great. Any of his cannons. Looks like he has a heavily modified. Here. It's fancy. Where did it go? Oh, it went up. That's why. Oh, because it's a double arc. It's like an arc, but built like a whiskey at the same time. No compressor and no vertical charge. I'm not gonna watch this. See how this goes again. A little more fuse time will do it. Let's see him use a little more fuse. Maybe it's not doing that well. I recommend getting an arc, a dedicated arc. Instead. Also, the playing field is mildly even now, as synthesis does not have to guard as many objectives. Therefore, the fact that they're down a player doesn't affect that much on their offense. However, it does affect some, but it should be pretty even on front lines now. The Sky Bridge is getting dangerously far for Eclipse. Sky Tower has worked for quite a while now. I don't think I've seen about 20 minutes difference for attack. Hold on, Carlitos is in the monument. Yaza and Mustache. Ooh, does get it. It's still ahead, however. Especially with that core. That core leak was a major turning point. Early core leaks are generally very, very good. You almost never see late game core changes unless somehow all supplies with the other team are gone. But in this map, it's such a big map, I don't think that's really possible, either with some sort of spawn protection. It's hard. But on maps like spaceship battles, it's different with the limited supplies. I'd say it's very unlikely for a tie at this point, because the monument amounts would have to match. So it's either gonna go one way with in my thoughts. I don't think it's gonna go full time. I think someone's gonna win, because the manner that the objectives are kept at this point. Our team is not trying to counter that. Instead of shooting, there are a lot of arrows flying all over this area. Go all the way down. Just check on that. Ooh, this is a victory there. Taking down that cannon. Minor victory, but still, it counts for something. At least. Frontliner was that? Is that Dragon Stomper? Yes. I was trying to pressure up the center here on this monument, but I don't think there's any real air to actually land a piece of TNT in. So any chance of another touch or any sort of block break is low. Excuse me. That guy splatted in my face. Right there. Really tired, sorry. It gets tiring talking to yourself for 2 hours or 2 matches straight, and then I'm not even after this match. Not even I'm a third of the way done with today, which is just crazy. It's endurance sport here for me. No, it's not really sport, but endurance style. Who's this here? And this is Sphinx versus Dragon Stomper. Who will get the... Ooh, none of them get the counter. Both missed. However, it looks like... Ooh. Wooden buttons. Almost betrayed him there. Looks like Dragon Stomper's gonna get the first shot here. Oh! In the face. Right into the TNT. It wasn't even lit. Very nice. Very nice victory there by Dragon Stomper. This attempted additional water was very destroyed. Hold on, who's here? Is someone there? Cyclones? Probably with Cyclones. I missed him though. He'll look over. Let's go by the core. Hey look. Remember, you already leaked the core. He's like jamming up. I don't understand what he's doing. Hey look, you're going the wrong direction. Do you understand that you're supposed to go and cap them or destroy the monument? Actually, probably... Oh, he's taking the Skybridge route. Oh, glass. Let's see, that's painful. Just getting him to dirty it up more. Let's see, he may pour water. Nah, he's not. But he's gonna go tunnel now. I don't think they're gonna find him. Maybe if they do some sort of TNT blasting, they can find him. He's going back. He's gonna go down. Ooh. Core touch. Simplicity. Core touch. Let's see where that comes from. It was right here. Ooh, number 10 for Synthesis coming. This may be a turning point in this match. However, Eclipse does have that advantage with the core leak, which is a major advantage for late game. Go back to Hiblik. Let's see. Where's he at? He started to not fill in his tunnel. Trying to go around or under. Trying to build down another level. Trying at this. Oh, there he goes. Very interesting. He's getting around. He's probably gonna go and try to get underneath the other monument, is my guess. No one seems to be trying to find him anymore. Switching to a different block type. Maybe he's gonna try to get the TNT supplies. That'd be a very interesting plot twist. Maybe he's just trying to get some TNT himself. Let's see. Oh. That's some TNT supplies down that bucket. Let's see, they still have this main one. Where's he at? TNT supply hit would be major against Synthesis at this point. So if they have no TNT, they can't get any sort of cannon dominance. Ooh. Barely missed him there. Let's see. Oh. That cannon's gonna get wrecked. And cut some of the spawn area. Nothing major. Gonna rebuild. I was hoping for the center TNT chest were destroyed, however. That would have been a very interesting plot twist. If Synthesis had TNT. That's why. Ooh! Arc cannon by. What's this? Might have. No, it wasn't him. It was. Mustache? I think it was Mustache. Or whoever. Someone shot a really nice arc cannon for Eclipse and took out a Skybridge chunk. Nothing connected for Eclipse and Synthesis, but these are the Archer Towers getting very, very close to the Synthesis Skybridge. It looks like someone made an attempt over here to get to it. Failure, however. Who's this down here? This is Yazda, this defender. I'm moving my microphone to kind of my lap so I can lean back in my chair. Tell me if the audio is bad. If it is, I'll move it back. But it's an attempt to stream in a little more comfort. Yeah, I should really get a mic stand. Be very, very helpful. I have a stand for my mic, but it's like a tiny desk stand. And we're approaching 30 minutes in, almost packed ice mode. Oh, screw this. Going back. Alright, so got my back. I should probably invest in my stake. Be very, very helpful. So Tony, Jim. What is this, a 5v2 on this sky bridge? We have one person drop down or that person fall? Attempts. This monument is capped though. I don't know why Carlitos just jumped down there. I'm not sure. Carlitos going for iron supplies? Maybe not. Hivlik sees him. Hivlik did not see him, but now he knows he's there. Hivlik goes back for him. He gets nowhere. Killing someone right outside of spawn. Gotta expect that they're gonna show up right away. That's hidden. That's kinda nice. Having a hole right there to get TNT. Let's see. I think Hivlik may remake an Icarus. That's my guess of what he's about to do. Oh, arc cannon. He built it so fast. He has no water or any ladder. Hivlik, what you doing? Crap! That cannon was I just don't, that destroyed two of their own team's cannons. Oh god. I'm sorry, Hivlik, but that failed. Quibben, Hivlik going after, who's this? Carlitos. Carlitos is one of the main pushers for synthesis. Maybe not the most in terms of actual amount that he got, but pushes. Hivlik was trying to use the diamond pickaxe. It's not going to be very effective. I think he's going crazy. Hivlik is. Carlitos hit the ground. Hivlik stole stuff though. Alright, so back to the main action instead of this fun. Watch Hivlik fail. The sky bridges almost are connected. We have one dropping down for core. Tony Jim. Tony Yim? I don't know. No one for... Oh, Tony Jim... No one helping him. It looks like Mustache is trying to blow him out. Kinda works. Gets him below with the pickaxe. We have another down. Ooh, Eclipse takes the main part of the sky bridge. This is what I was thinking all along. I think I talked about this earlier, that Eclipse would just wait for the sky bridges to connect instead of trying to be offensive on them and then pushing. And Carlitos gets part of the left monument. Let's see how that's happening. He's in there, he died. See, they only need a little... They only need 5 blocks. Well, 5 blocks and a core... Well, the core is also not leaked, but 5 blocks to get that monument. However, at this point, the synthesis needs a core leak to win. Since I'm pretty sure a core touch counts as 50%. That's not how you do percents. Let's see. Kind of carpet bombing, even though it kind of destroys itself. Okay, that's what I thought. Core touches do count as 50%. So synthesis does need a core leak to actually win this, or even go anywhere past. I'm surprised that Eclipse, the Eclipse Skybridge strategy seems to be working very well. Carlitos got a touch for synthesis, but does. Looks like they know they need to go for the core a lot more than they need the monument, and getting the core now will be easier than getting the core later, as it's also monument's farther away from spawn for Eclipse, and just generally you can sit on the core late game. And even now the core is going to be very, very hard, but even later it's going to be harder. So any hope of synthesis winning this, they need a core probably within the next 10 minutes. I know there are late game comebacks, but to make this realistically next 10 minutes, before 15 minutes, synthesis needs the core. It is packed ice, makes it slightly easier. It's been that way for about 5 minutes, but we'll see. Wait, hold on. What's up with this audio sync stuff? I'll check my so it's probably just Twitch. I can check my I record. I just gotta make sure it's not my end. It's actually Twitch, because if Twitch is dropping the sync, then I can't do anything about it. I'm gonna check my recorded, so you're gonna hear myself talking. I can't do it if it's in progress. All right, I'm gonna restart my stream real quick. Maybe that'll fix it. I just don't want you guys suffering. I'll deal with it in between matches, if I remember. Who's this? Cyclones ninja bridging. If Cyclones is able to where did he? Oh, he ran back. But if Eclipse, it won't be very hard for Eclipse to finish off this monument now that they have a sky bridge, and they do have cannon pressure right on it. I say they should get some carpet bombing set up and then just destroy the 4 source blocks. Let's see, that's exactly what Hiblic's doing, destroying the source blocks. Let's see, is anyone getting ready to carpet bomb? Someone else is balling themselves in. Cyclones? Cyclones, yeah. They only need 3 more blocks now. Hiblik was killed. Cyclones is still in there. They got some water back. 2 blocks, let's see. Where's Cyclones? Cyclones is in there. Eclipse is 2 blocks away from victory. Let's see. Cyclone's dead. think they should set up a 3-man rush. One person, or 4, yeah, 3 man. So one person jumps down, destroys the 2 water. The other person starts digging, and then the last person's up here, carpet bombing. Let's see. Hiv looks back. Ooh, they do have cannon pressure. Does not necessarily need carpet bomb. You're missing a source. There, last source. Let's see. Are they gonna get any back? Cannon fire. Ooh, they do have 2 more. They have 1 back here. Or 3 more. 1 there. 1 over here. 1 up there. It is very essential for Eclipse to be able to. Ooh, Hitflick's back. Where did he come from? Well, GG! That was very nice. I forgot to listen in. I've not listened in at all today. Well, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.